Hi, Dakota here, sharing my workforce communication audit for the YMCA of Southwest Washington. Our YMCA here in Longview is one of the five keystone businesses that was funded by R.A. Long at the foundation of our town. So it really has a long-standing history here and is an integral part of our community. With that being said, we do have influence from outside of our location. So we have regional influence. And then we also have a national board of directors that is composed of CEOs, executives from other companies. And it actually made me kind of question if there was some conflict of interest because of some of these roles that people hold. I came to the Y because I had moved to Longview and had a very limited support system. And it was an option for my daughter to get socialized. And then also as a member, I was able to go and have some space to myself while my daughter was being looked after. So really, the Y holds a big place in my heart, and that it really helped me transition in a very hard time of life. And that is a trend that I see. A lot of employees tend to be in a time of transition, and so it provides the flexibility and the low hours that are needed for those times. Um, at our location, we do have a board of directors that makes integral decisions. And then we also have a core team of 8 directors that are directing everything. We have employees and then volunteers. And according to the YMCA USA website, volunteers should outnumber employees 22 to 1, which is something I've seen is lacking at our location. And there's been a big push to make some changes in that. Some trends that I've seen are high turnover, and part of that is just because of the nature of the position. A lot of these people are in times of transition, like I mentioned, so it's kind of a stepping stone to the next thing, something I've also used. It's really helped me to solidify my plan and start to execute it. Another trend that I've witnessed has been false empowerment. I have worked in every department in this Y in the past 2 years, and I have experienced false empowerment from every single director. And it doesn't always come back to the director. Sometimes it comes back to, well, the board is falsely empowering the directors, so then they actually get to make the decisions. And then sometimes it even comes back to, well, the board is falsely empowered because the decision will actually even fall back even higher up on the chain and go to regional or national level, which to me is really hard to see a business running like that. Doesn't seem super efficient sometimes. The stakeholders that I identified are going to be the community. Our community needs this space. People use it for physical therapy. Low income families use it as something fun to do with their families. Many different programs use it as a resource for their for their people in their programs. So if anything would happen to RY, our community would greatly suffer along with those employed by RY. I did a SWOT analysis, and some strengths that I recognized are community integrity, our historical presence, and our diversity. We really do have a pretty good diverse workforce there. And then, of course, we've been in Longview for over 100 years now, so that's pretty amazing. Some weaknesses that I identified are our aging facility. We don't have the funds to upkeep our facility. Just in summer of 2025, we spent $10,000 redoing the men's sauna, which from Informal Communication Network, I heard that would also require further repair. So it will be even spendier and is still not fully functioning. And then we also had to repair our activity pool. It was down for over a month. And then that was a very large chunk of money to get that fixed. So I I really worry about that for our Y. And then also just some boundaries around technology. As an employee, I was kind of constantly expected to be on my phone on call, responding to texts to managers about scheduling or picking up shifts. And according to an article on mental health and technology usage, the blurring of work with non work may lead to work stress and burnout over time. And that's by S.R. Cotton in 2022. So I've experienced that. It has a sense of burnout when you're really not working a lot, you don't make a lot of money, but you always have to be ready to check your phone. Some opportunities I identified were potentially asking for national assistance since we have been struggling for so long. I really don't know the logistics of this, but I could see us tapping into that resource. a restructure, which really seems like what's going on right now. A lot of people are leaving the organization. Some directors are getting new roles. So I'm watching that happen right now. And then local business regular donations. And I've had success with nonprofits with that in the past, where you approach a local business and you say, "Hey, every month can we get X, Y, and Z from you? And this will greatly impact our programs in this way." And I think that could really benefit us. And as an individual, I've already started to take those steps to help with that. I and then a threat that I recognize was just the economic hardship because of the aging facility, because of the lack of funds, and then also the economy has been changing a lot in the last few years. This really could be something that's a big insurmountable threat for our Y. Some diversity successes that I have seen are in our diverse membership and workforce and in the programs we offer for minority groups. We offer our Good Times program, which is for adults with learning disabilities, among several others. A room for improvement that I could see would be to offer paid trainings to learn Spanish and then advertise that our employees are doing that. Our Hispanic base at the Y and in Longview is a pretty significant part of our culture, and it would be a good idea to invest money into including those individuals. My recommendation for our Y is really for the voting members, the board, and our directors to become more hands on and gain that technical competence. The book Introduction to Leadership states an effective leader connects with people and understands the tasks to be done, the skills required to perform them, and the environment in which people work. The best way to know this is to be involved rather than a spectator by Northouse 2025. And I have witnessed that many times where somebody just walks by and I get a message from my supervisor, "Hey, you need to be doing this. This director saw you doing it wrong." And that director could have just come in and used their words to tell me. And I think that would get you a lot further, actually, too.